You just got a tail.
Hello and welcome to Dungeon Mechanics. We are here with another episode of Dusk of Achordia, and thank you for the gifted sub there, Falcon Wolf, to the Mochi Mama. I like
Mochi
that name.
Mama.
That's a cool
Mochi.
name.
I had the best mochi I have ever had in my entire life a couple weeks ago. So good.
Hell yeah.
Whoa!
But I'm not telling you where because they're not paying me. I'm just kidding.
We are not sponsored by this Mochi product.
We are not sponsored by
Sponsored
this
Dungeon
delicious
Mechanics.
mochi.
You know you wanna.
You know you wanna.
I'd be down for some Mochi sponsorship. So in our last episode, our heroes made their way to Diremore through various extents, and they came across a person by the name of, eventually by the name of Sin. And as they convened in an area that was safe, they were informed that there is an evil general here at Diremore, as well as many of his top-notch henchmen. I don't even know if they would be henchmen, but henchmen adjacent. The descriptors for them was that there's another Malmera. This would be the one that Maul was sensing. There is a Kitsune, a Simic hybrid, a Death Warden. However, that one has been safely located to the south where the other party members currently are. There's a hidden one, and there is... Which is the last one? What is the last one?
Malmera, Simic Hybrid, Kitsune,
The hidden one.
Zindara, which is the
Okay,
Death
yeah, so
Warden,
that's all of them.
and then the hidden one.
The hidden one's the last one, is what he told me. He can't get it straight.
What happened?
And we should attack the Death Warden.
The Death Warden's not even there. But
that's why we got to attack him last.
Oh, hopefully the other party takes care of the Death Warden. But
Hopefully,
if they don't die, so the party essentially found out from Sin and Lycaon that there is a banquet that is to be had by Lord Theor here eventually in like a week's time. But in order for that to happen, they need to collect or intercept some artifacts that will be brought, which are going to be used to bring about the next anti-magic tower that also has the soul-sucking capabilities that we saw from the one that sprouted to the south of Odinia. Oh my god!
Thank you for the 10 bomb. Let's go.
Thanks for the sats!
Holy cow!
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Falcon Wolf is amazing. If you were one of the lucky ones that got a sub from Falcon Wolf, be sure to thank him in chat. Thank him or her. And basically, our team is kind of figuring out what they are going to do next. They also informed Asmodel that he is Asmodeus and kind of dropped that nugget of information, which he is probably still processing. And Maul realized that he needs to train to learn more about what a Malmera is. So he planned on doing that with Lev. Shri was going, or Vestara was going to train on what she can do now since her patron's powers are no longer at her disposal. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I nerfed Vestara.
Oh my god! Look what I did! I killed. Yeah, you did. You did. You killed my patron.
But
and then gave me a creepy little potential other patron.
The doctor or something, right?
The doctor.
Let's see. What is the star gonna do?
Doctor Who?
With that being said, as y'all wind down for the night, various things take place, but is there anything specific that you all would like to do? Maul, obviously, you began your training with Lev. If you look at Maul, he's kind of in like a meditation floating pose.
Avatar state.
Yeah.
I'm in the lotus. I'm in the lotus pose.
Mm-hmm.
Shade also found out I'm very old.
You
Very old
very
magic.
yeah. Found out all the old god names, the forgotten gods.
Mm-hmm.
So we found that out. The star is gonna try to figure that out. Her entire
Yeah.
situation. He's training. Okay. I think seeing everyone like kind of doing their best to like better themselves, trying to figure out like the shortcomings that are happening to them right now as well. I'm being a level 1 paladin. What I think what I'm gonna do is learning about the Forgotten Gods. I think I'm gonna try to reach out to like I know they're forgotten, right? They might be dead. They might just be gone forever. But with Sin being here, I'm gonna try to reach out to Saloon.
Okay.
Like just to see if like there's any traces. Like obviously Sin might know, but
I mean, technically, Sin just found out like 2 minutes
Yeah.
ago.
that's true. But yeah, I just
Yeah,
want to see.
but you said I saw it through my own visions, so I may have triggered some memories. Remember, I lost my memories when I got resurrected.
Uh-huh.
You were resurrected?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so
Which is why I'm still looking like I'm 14, even though I'm
Uh.
way older in the timeline.
okay. So I'm going to drop my pen. Okay.
Thank you for all the biddies.
Yeah, let's go, dude. Fuck yeah. So I'm gonna
Molly?
basically sit down, like find in a corner that in this tiny ass area that we have, and knowing I'm gonna pull out my lute, I'm gonna start strumming it a little bit, and just like kind of close my eyes, kind of like do this, make this little bit of an ambient, like just constant playing of the lute. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to attempt to reach out to Saloon via music and just concentrate on the moon and the stars and everything. Like not this moon, obviously. Well, maybe. We don't know.
Okay. As you settle down and start to play music, roll me a performance check.
Okay. This dice fucked up Dacne, so I'm gonna try this one. Performance.
I think you should be horrible. I think you should take the first one you roll.
No, I'm not rolling that one. That one's in dice shell forever. So 14 plus.
But it's funnier if you suck at it, honestly.
You're right. You're put that in this situation. 14 plus so 6, 22.
Okay. With a 22, is there anything you're trying to guide out with like the rhythm of your music towards Saloon?
I'm trying to what I'm trying to guide out with it is just trying to figure out what happened to see if she could maybe help in the situation, even though they are forgotten. They are nowhere to be found. Like, just all of them are gone, right? But I'm trying to see if she could help in any way, shape, or form. Give us any sort of, even the smallest, like the smallest boon for not like myself, but like maybe for Sin or somebody else in this party that like needs that guidance as well.
Okay.
That makes sense.
As you do that, you all hear kind of like Shade strumming on their lute off to themselves for the most part, and the music's present but not distracting from anything that y'all are doing individually. And Shade, as you're playing on your lute, you feel this like connection factor that slowly but surely starts to like intensify, I guess is the easiest way to describe it. And with this intensity, the strums play that melodic music, but as you continue to play, you notice a shift in its like rhythmic pattern and like tone. And at first it catches you off guard until you realize it's still in tune. It's just not the lute anymore. And with every string that plays a song, a magical note, instead in your mind, you hear a pounding on a drum.
Cool.
And each note gets louder and louder until you stop and you just hear this like drum sound echoing within your mind's eye. Roll me a perception check.
$18. 9 plus 9.
With the 18, you like blink and you're in a different space. You look around and it seems to be some type of tavern or communal area. There's a lot of tables, but the chairs are kind of put on top as if it's shut down for the night, and the coals on the fireplace are kind of like burnt out and cooling. But there doesn't seem to be anyone present in the room thus far. And you still hear that like pounding beat echoing in like what feels like the background of your mind, but it's still very present in this space.
So no one is around in this like space. Okay. In this mindscape, this mind palace, I don't know. Can I try to find the drum? Because I know that the drum that I made a pact with before we escaped that area, like I still know it's still there. Like doesn't matter if I've left it behind or not. Like I've just kept it like on my back this entire time. So I'm gonna try to look for it in that space if possible.
Okay, roll a investigation.
That's an 8.
As you look around, you hear the sound of the drum, but the way that it's playing as you're moving through this like tavern area, when you go to the place within this room that sounds the loudest for that drum, the moment that you like look around in that area, it sounds like it's coming from like across the room or back where you just came from. And it's just like this hopping but steady drum sound.
Okay. I'm gonna keep trying to find it. And let's see. Do I have anything for that? 2024 have class features. I don't have divine sense in this one. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, paladins are nerfed.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna just. All right. All right. Come on. Just come on. I know you're here. I know you're just avoiding me. Where are you?
As you say that, the drumming stops.
But I'm still playing the lute and everything, but I'm like in this space. Okay. Is there a stage by chance or no? In this tavern?
In this one, there's not a stage, but there is like a corner area, kind of like sectioned off, where there's like a chair, kind of like propped up next to a small, like, podium adjacent table.
Okay, I'm gonna go to that area and just sit down, I guess, and this is gonna sound very dumb. But I'm going to like essentially start, like if the hand drum or like a bongo or something, I'm just gonna like if there's like this, I'm gonna pretend that it's in front of me. I'm gonna close my eyes and just like start like hitting the drum, the non-existent drum, essentially, to see like if it appears, like if I start hitting it.
Okay.
That doesn't sound dumb. It doesn't. It sounds like you're like, I don't know, playing it into existence.
Okay, roll me a performance check to try and mimic the rhythm of the drum beating on this drum that you're not drumming.
Natural 20.
As you do that, you hear closest thing would be laughter.
Laughter. Coming
But
from
it's
where?
very like short and like stifled, as if someone like started to laugh but then like cut themselves off.
I was like, oh. Oh.
Who's being mean?
I heard you. Okay. No, go on. Keep laughing. It's fine. Where are you? Come say hi. Come on.
You hear a door in the like side by where the stairs go up to the upper floor of the tavern, like open up, and these footsteps start to like walk out, and you see creature kind of like look at you strangely. They have like feathers, and their face is very avian, like a bird's beak. And their feathers look almost like black midnight or dark in the non-lighting of this room.
There you are. Did it look like a Kenku? Have I seen this type of form before, ever?
Nope, it looks like what would best be described as an Aarakocra. So like a large bird folk person.
Okay. And I've never seen these species ever?
Probably not.
Okay. Oh, well. Never seen your type before. Are you the... You wouldn't happen to be the one that stifled your laugh or the drum, would you? By chance?
I am not a drum, no.
Mm-hmm.
I was once in possession of a drum.
So you're the previous owner. And how did you end up here?
He kind of like walks to a table and pulls a chair down from the top and sets it before sitting, stretching his wings and everything. He looks at you. How do you think I got here?
I'm assuming you got on the bad side of Ashira, maybe, probably. She has many titles. You might have known her or something else. Sent you to a living hellscape, and you may have perished there, or you might have crossed her, and she might have binded your soul to your drum. Anywhere in that ballpark, or no? Not really. Way off.
Nah. I don't think any of those things apply to me.
Okay. So then you tell me.
Well, I had a drum a long time ago. Lost it. Though part of me sensed that it was close.
Close.
Yes, like back on a material plane of sorts.
Material plane. Okay. Do you mean... What is a material plane to you? Because there are multiple, apparently.
Material plane is usually a plane of
Mm-hmm. Which plane?
the living?
Which plane?
What do you mean? Which plane? The
Well,
material one. The
Mhm.
physicality one.
From what I know, there are two separate planes currently in the material plane. One being Achordia, and the other one being Diademia.
Okay. From what I know, there's far more planes than just those two. However, those two are material planes, so bonus.
Where are you? You said a material plane, and you're here. Okay, I'm trying to piece everything together. I'm sorry. Not the brightest bulb in the. Are there bulbs on Pelgris?
No.
Not the most tuned instrument out there.
Not the brightest candle.
Not the brightest
In the-
candle, I guess. Oh, the bunch. So, please just walk me through this. For my sake. When you say material plane, you say where we're from, but how did you detect it? How is it tied to? Do you want it back? Because I don't want it,
He looks
to be
at it.
completely honest with you.
It's just a drum. I mean, I'm not overly attached to it. I had it like ages ago when I was a child, but that was neither here nor there.
Not a hand.
Once you lose your toy, you just kind of, forget about it after a while. But there's a difference between forgetting about something and it just blinking out of existence. Wherever it was, there was no way for me to find it.
So you can't traverse planes. Okay.
On the contrary,
Well, you're here, right?
where is here?
From what I know,
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I think this is kind of like my mind palace. I don't know exactly.
You imagine an empty tavern where no one's listening to your music. That's kind of depressing. That's your mindscape.
Well, to be fully honest with you, not a lot of people left to listen to my music. So, and I wasn't ever really the type of person to go play in taverns for the most part.
What were you the type of person to do?
Um, Question for you first before I answer that. What did you do? What do you do now or beforehand? Before I give you that information.
What did I do?
What do you do now?
Once upon a time, I was a craftsman of sorts. Used to make things with my hands. Nice things. Simple things. Things like drums or toys for children or, I don't know, wooden shields for the people that felt that they need a little bit of protection. You can whittle a bit here and there. I mean, you can pick up quite a few traits if you're patient enough. But I'm no one special. Just your average guy.
That was real suspect.
Funny enough, that's
She's
what I
got
say
bad
too.
Vestara taste in her mouth.
Yeah. She's been burned. She's been burned.
100.
Funny enough, that's what I say about myself too. So, and I was not this most savory individual before. So,
So, what are you doing now? Completely forgot what my other question was, by the way. We'll just put a pin in that.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, trying to save the world, I guess.
Well, that's a big.
Yeah, I know. It's a
just
major.
You're just out there, just.
I'm not by myself. There's others. There are people that, to say the least, we have a few people here. We have few people in a entirely different plane, and then more people in the same plane that we're in right now, and just a little bit further away, which trying to prevent souls from being taken and all that other kind of stuff. Trying to stop a mad goddess, I guess.
To do what?
What do you mean to do what?
After you all unite, I don't know, in your various decrees of missions? You what? Take out the goddess and then live happily ever after. You're the hero now.
Not necessarily. There's more things that I need to do besides that.
So why don't you go through those things?
Because I'm kind of tied here for now.
Are you tied here, or are you just here?
I feel tied. A sense of obligation, sense of...
From who? Yourself? If the answer's no, then you're wrong.
Somewhat, yes. Myself.
So why are you tying yourself down to this lofty goal?
It's funny. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I haven't really told anyone else this. To
No
gain
one's
power...
gonna believe you talk to the Birdman in your brain. So
Obviously.
Mr. Will.
She be talking to people in her brain.
Yeah, all the time. My current objective after all this is to maybe gain enough power to free my species that was created by this overseeing kind of like empire thing. I'm one of many, and I shapeshift in front of him to like look like him.
Oh. So you're gonna go kill a god first and then go take on some empire after. Because that's
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how the steps work, right?
That doesn't make any sense, but here we are.
It doesn't.
But at the end of the day, why do you do it? I mean, and this is just me eyeballing it from what I've gathered so far, but you do what? You kill this god, you go take down this empire, and you come back and no one goes to see you at a tavern to play any music?
Oh, maybe I make more friends along the way.
There's probably easier ways to make friends, but
I mean, yeah.
I don't want to be...
But when the entire world is kind of on the edge of, like, being completely destroyed and eradicated, and all those friends that you could easily make, and all those souls get taken away, and it's just they're empty husks, kind of defeats the purpose of that, doesn't it?
Just go somewhere else. Go somewhere where, I don't know, the inevitability of the universe isn't dwelled upon by a handful of people that are scattered around all over the place, from how it sounds.
how simple is that for you?
Throwing
Is that what you
shade
did?
left and right.
I'm different. I'm an
Mm-hmm.
unique sort.
How so?
Well, I'm an astral Aarakocra, as they say.
Astra Aarakocra.
Yes. Our realm lies in the astral plane.
And were you born there, or did you achieve?
Think of it as new dwellings after our air domain kind of no longer became a thing, you know. You see what I'm saying? If the place that you're living at is no longer inhabitable, maybe,
So what
I
you're
don't
saying?
know, move?
So what you're saying is that there's a big problem. You take where you live, and you should push it somewhere else.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick.
I don't know who this Patrick is, but
There's a guy that would just shove his problems away by doing that.
I mean, what's the other risk? You
Starfishing.
try to do this thing that's near impossible and you perish anyway? That doesn't sound like a life worth living. Why not be happy?
You're appealing a lot to the selfishness in me. Very much. Very much.
You don't sound very selfish.
Mm,
If you are, you're playing it off very well. Usually, selfish people don't spend the first 10 minutes of talking to a new person talking about other people.
yeah, well, these people tend to want to do the right thing, always. And it rubs off a little bit.
So you're impressionable, that's what you're telling me.
Yes.
Then, might I impression you for the low, low price of free, you can move all your worries to a completely different plane. Not have to worry about all these requirements. Who am I kidding?
That's
You wouldn't
not
want to
gonna
stay
happen.
here.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
No, when you say here, do you mean the tavern, or do you mean here on the moon that I'm on?
Both of those questions are not correct.
No, I don't think I can. Unfortunately. Again, appealing to me very well. But no, I can't.
Okay.
I can't just up and leave.
All right. I'm not gonna pressure you. I'm not gonna try and sell you something that you don't want. But
Always a but.
hopefully. However, that's a fancy but. Make sure that what you're doing is something the selfish you wants to do and not just the impressionable version of you wants to do. Because you're not doing that guy any favors at the end of the day.
It's very fair. So you're saying I should just act on instinct on what my base self wants at the end of the day?
I mean, there's a level of self-preservation that's involved, but for the most part, you shouldn't spend your life doing everything everybody else wants you to do. Not if it's not what you want. And there might be ways that you can do the things that you want and still help out the others, but it be in your way, by your terms.
That's fair. Okay.
Don't worry.
Uh-huh.
I
Don't
just hang
worry.
out here in, the astral plane, read a bunch of books, a lot of like theory craft and therapist assistance. It's all, you know, really helpful when there's actually a person to guide that towards. I'm not a
Okay.
licensed therapist, by the way.
Oh, thank
Inside
you.
check.
Wasn't sure.
Nah. Okay. Well, thank you, not therapist.
Also, that drum you have, it's kind of cursed.
Yeah, I know.
Might want to get rid of it.
Any tips on how to do that?
I don't know. Remove the curse that's on it.
Mm.
Too easy. I mean, you can like throw it in a river and see if it floats. If it's a duck, it's a duck.
Okay. Hold on. Can there's a there's a thing that I could possibly do eventually, but at the current time, with my experience, can't really do that at the current moment. But I'm pretty sure I could do that eventually. Maybe. Possibly. And if not, you could lend assistance by removing a curse. Possibly. Maybe.
Oh, you're trying to do the thing where you convince me to do the thing that I don't want to do?
Please. Yes.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be, and it would be just a walk in the park, wouldn't it?
Sure, if I had that capability. If I can go around removing curses, that would be pretty peachy keen.
But
It would. It would be so peachy keen.
It's almost like I would mark it up to an exponential price and sell it to people that couldn't afford it so that they would have to go out of their way to try and remove these curses. It's like a
evil.
self-sustaining
Yeah.
profit business right there.
That sounds a little corrupt, but I like it.
I mean, I probably would remove it if I could.
Yeah, I'll get to it eventually. But for now, it's just kind of stuck with me until I am able to. Also, I didn't catch your name. What was that? By the way, I'm Shade.
Your name is Shade? What's your real name?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't think Mama Changeling was like, I'm gonna name you Shade. You look like, that really dark complexion.
It's Ziv.
Ixiv. Nice.
Yeah. What's yours? I swear to God, if this is who I think who it is.
Me? I'm just a regular old Aarakocra.
But you have to have a name, don't you?
Maybe. Once upon a time. Why, do you want to name me? You want to give me a name like Shade? Like Nocturne?
Oh, I didn't choose his
like...
name. I didn't choose that name.
How'd you get it?
So when I say escape, but more like I was released by certain people.
The terrible people that you want to go and smite?
They didn't release me. Somebody else did. I eventually found my way to a place called Felcrest, and then I was not doing the best. Being tortured and everything does a lot to a body. And then I came across this guy named Ortho and kind of named me Shade. Don't know why, but he did. So, again, I wouldn't have chosen the name Shade, but it's fine. And I don't want to go by Ziv because that comes with a lot of repressed trauma, and I don't want to deal with that.
Okay. Oh, go ahead. Best shot. What do I look like? And he kind of like poses with his like bird wing sitting down. And they kind of like bow and stretch a little bit. If you had to give me a name.
Well, you already named yourself. That's a thing.
Did I?
Yeah.
When?
Called yourself Nocturne. Might as well.
No, I said something horrible like Nocturne. I mean,
Yeah,
no shade.
That's buddy, not the first time I've heard that one before. Yeah, you named yourself something horrible apparently, but hey, that's your name, I guess. Nocturne.
That's not my name.
That's
Not my name. That's not my.
You named yourself.
All right, I'm Nocturne. Not Nocturne.
Okay.
It's like a nocturne.
You're so. We're gonna get along. Okay.
Oh, you're coming back to visit. I'll
Eventually.
spruce the place up next time.
Please do.
Oh, you don't like
This is,
you don't like
I mean-
it here? I mean,
you could do more.
like
You could
what?
always do more.
It's just me. What am I doing?
I don't know.
Sitting in a bunch of chairs?
You could
That's
add
like-
more stuff.
Reverse musical chairs, which is just depressing, by the way.
Again, you could add a lot more stuff. You could spruce up the place, like make the chairs look nicer, or make the bar look nicer. Add
For
some more
who?
drinks.
Who am
For
I
yourself.
impressing?
Do it for yourself.
I don't know what that means. How about this? Next time you come, you bring me something, and I'll decorate the place with that something. How about that?
All right, fair. All right, that's cool with me. Nocturne.
Okay. Okay, buddy.
Well, thank you for the advice, and I'll see you soon again. This was a very nice conversation, believe it or not.
This is the first conversation I've had in quite some time, so it's my best and my worst.
Hmm.
Now, what brought you here in the first place?
So, I was playing my lute, and
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
All right.
Okay.
I'm pretty fucking good.
Damn.
But you know what?
I haven't heard
You want to take a
I
crack
mean,
at it?
I don't know this guy named Shade, so must not be famous. Are you gonna prove me wrong?
No, because I don't need to. Playing the lute, trying to reach out to these forgotten gods, specifically one named Saloon, if you know that name. But
That is a name, yes.
do you know them? Do you know of them?
Yeah, we go out on,
Okay,
cosmopolitans all the time,
Oh,
and we
that's
braid
so
each other's
nice.
hair, and she like ruffles my feathers. It's a whole thing. What do you mean?
my-
Do I know them? She's a
I
goddess.
don't fucking know.
The
And
most I know is
I've
the
come-
book that I read that had her name in it.
There are plenty of gods that I've come across already. In this,
And still
Short amount of
nobody
time.
knows who you are? What is happening?
well, they're all mortals now, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You
Their
don't have
big
like a
mom-
like. You're not contagious, are you? I'm not gonna turn into like a
No, I mean, excuse me, what? One more time?
contagious. You know, like you make
No.
things.
You're not gonna turn to what?
I'm not gonna turn into like a. I don't know. What's the opposite of mortal? Dead?
There's undead.
Oh, you're just gonna make me undead? That's uncouth.
Well, no, not really. There's this entire thing that's been happening with their mom coming down and like smacking them around a little bit, taking away their godhood, taking it for herself. It's an entire thing. It's pretty funny, honestly. the fact that these gods that people also desperately cling on to just kind of at the snap of a finger, they're just kind of gone.
Well, yeah. What do you expect of gods?
To do godly things. Maybe.
Godly things?
Yeah.
I mean, God's powers are only limited by the people that believe in them.
That's a fair point. Okay. And if, let's say, for example, there's one god and there's this one person that believed in them, uh, that wouldn't really do much because I'm pretty sure lots of these gods never really interacted with any of the people on the planet. So of course their powers gods have to wait if that's the way you're looking at it. Um, do we need to spread the word of these gods to these people? Because like they kind of just abandoned them all, anyways. So, and now they're all just kind of mortal, and it's kind of a bad time.
So you want the gods to gain their godhood back?
I don't know. Genuinely, I do not know. I just want to kill the goddess, get rid of her entirely, because that's a looming threat for everyone.
Why do you want to kill the goddess?
Because she's trying to take the souls from people.
And do what?
Eviscerate them into nothing.
I wouldn't say nothing. A soul is the very essence of a creature. That's not nothing if it's eviscerated.
Elaborate a little bit more on that. How do you know this? Books that you read that you have somewhere here?
No, that's just common sense.
Oh, that's just common sense.
You
That's
can't
just common
take
sense.
nothing and destroy it, and there would be nothing remained.
Mm.
Whatever destroyed it, there's power there. So if your goddess is destroying souls, then she's pumping up power.
Okay. So that's the case.
But why aren't you afraid?
Me?
Yes.
Because I've already come back once. And if that's the case, I could probably come back again.
Yeah, but can't you just take your soul?
Hasn't happened yet for some reason.
What, is your soul too good for this goddess?
Maybe? Who knows? I don't know. You want to look at my soul? I've seen it before, outside of me, and I obtained it back.
You might want to look at which souls are going to be eviscerated.
She's just pumping. Okay. Off topic, real quick. Are you just my imagination, or
I don't know, do you always think about strikingly handsome birdmen? There's no correct way to answer that question, by the way.
I mean, I'm really into anything, so Maybe.
In that case, maybe. Who knows? Maybe I was just the right avian that you needed to speak with tonight.
Maybe. Give me a lot of insight. So, thank you. Nocturne.
That's not my name.
That's the name you chose, so I don't know what to tell you.
Nope, I was listing off names that you probably had.
I
when
wouldn't have given you that name, but you chose it. You said it, so I was like, that's a funny joke. We're going to stick with that.
Well, here we are.
Mm.
If you call me by that name and I don't answer, it's nothing personal. Your friends.
Which ones? The ones out there? The ones on another plane? The ones in this plane but a different area? Which one? All of them, collectively.
Okay, very defensive. Friends, plural, in general.
Okay.
Whichever ones you associate with. I don't know the minutia of your plans with your friends, but just your friends in general. How are you going to help them?
By being there, keeping them alive, at least attempting to keep them alive.
Attempting.
I mean, yeah. Nothing's ever written.
There's a lot of things that are written, yes.
Well, oh, you're so funny and witty. Good job.
I've had years to prepare.
I mean, obviously you're old as fuck, but like, that's besides the point.
My question remains as, how are you planning on helping your friends?
By being there.
Hi, I'm Shade. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Check it off the box.
How would I help them? By maybe being a little bit selfish, like you said. By, I said, keeping them alive, healing them whenever they needed, guiding them to whatever they need, because that's kind of what I've been doing for a while now.
And you're the selfish one.
Yes, believe it or not. There's a lot.
Looks like your party's in good shape if you're the selfish one and you're going out of your way to make sure that
they're
you're
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could all be a long game, but that's besides the point.
Oh, that is quite a ruse. Imagine you're actually nice.
Yeah. Well, I've lost a lot, so kind of need to hold on to the things that are near and dear at the current moment, even though it's just been a short while, but that's besides the point.
Well, I have a few rooms upstairs if you ever decide to, up and move. Things look bleak. Like there's that white light that you don't want to go towards. You might be like, hey, phone in a friend.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind. Just in case, because, if shit just so happens to hit the metaphorical fucking, I don't know, the equivalent of this shit. Sure. I'll do that. I'll call out to you and hopefully you answer the phone. Or not phone, but my sending or whatever.
Oh, are you calling me by my real name or this Nocturne thing that you're consistent?
Oh, okay, well, what's your real name then?
I don't know. It's not Nocturne. But that's one name that, isn't on the table anymore, so here we are. How about this? How about I task you with finding out what my name is? Just like a small little side quest that like pops up when no one's looking.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Why not? Or you could just tell me, or I could just like read your thoughts. But like,
Nope. I mean, you can try, but you're not gonna get my name. You're just gonna be like, "Oh, hello, hi, this is my brain on record."
on record, okay.
Mhm.
Quite. God, you're irritating.
Mhm.
But I'm sure you hear that all the time.
Technically, yes.
I'll find out your name, I guess. And and if I don't find it, I'll just say Nocturne, maybe. Or maybe I'll call you. Hmm. Be a good name if it's not Nocturne. For some reason, I want to say Quill, or Keelik. But I doubt that's it. Yeah, I figured.
Well, get some rest. You have a long day ahead of you. Don't want to be slogging around. You know what they say? If you don't sleep, you get exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Flashbacks to like all the nights I stayed up, like just trying to find out information about the Empire. Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, I'll try to figure it out. Thanks for talking in circles.
You're welcome. Get rid of that drum.
Will do.
And Shade, as you say that, you blink again, and you're in the small space that Sin has safely provided for y'all. You see most of the others have bedded down for the night.
Take the drum, put it in a corner, and I'm gonna see when we leave tomorrow if it's still gonna be like if it comes with us or not. But we'll see.
You play the drum too?
What the... Go to sleep.
Oh no, that's not a thing.
You don't. Okay. At all? Like at all? At all?
I can sleep when he's in charge, and he can sleep when I'm in charge.
So it's kind of like this tag. Okay. All right. No, I don't play the drum. I can, but not this one specifically. It's cursed.
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 Do you need it uncursed?
If possible.
I know how to remove curse.
Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be awesome.
I
That would
try.
be most beneficial. Please do.
So I want to try to use my remove curse on the
Okay.
drum.
Okay.
On the drum.
You watch him go over to the drum, touch it, remove the curse, and Sin, you feel a presence for a moment. And then it like vanishes, but when the presence was there, it was almost like you were being watched before this corruption kind of like diminished.
Fuck.
Next time, we remove curses away from everyone else.
Yep. Smart. Very smart. Very smart. Very smart.
Something.
Very smart.
Something was here.
Did I sense that at all, or just said,
I just in.
okay?
Cool. Kind of looking in like the direction where I sensed it. Not here anymore, but
Okay.
definitely felt it.
Okay.
Like something was looking at me.
Shit. Should we wake the others and move? But they do need a rest, unfortunately. But that's besides the point. Anyways,
I can take drum and hide it.
okay, yeah.
You stay, get rest. And you see it pick up the drum and kind of walk towards the door and pull one of the slats back. He slides out with the drum first and then leans his head back in. I see you at first light. And he shuts the door and takes off.
Before you leave entirely, just want to make sure you'll be safe, and I'll be needing that back eventually. But for now, we can get rid of it.
So don't destroy. Got it.
Don't destroy it. Yep.
And I safe. I have friend.
Okay. I love this little guy.
And DM, I sent you a message about when he walks out, what he's gonna go do before morning. Just so you know.
Okay. As y'all bed down for the night, nothing happens. Y'all gain a long rest. One of those rare clicky marks on your character sheets.
We haven't got to use that so long in Diademia, I don't even think mine works anymore.
I don't have to use it in Diademia anymore. I'm fucking dead.
You took the long rest. The ultimate long rest.
Oof.
Don't worry, don't wake up anymore. Night, night.
In the morning, Vestara, a creeping light kind of like hits against your eyes, causes you to stir from slumber. As you wake up and see that Maul is asleep and Shade is asleep, but they seem to be the only two in the room at the moment. What would you like to do?
You're muted, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, never gets old. Okay, so Maul and Shade are asleep, you say?
Yep, Sin. Oh gosh, my voice is cracking. Sin and Asmodel are not in the room.
Okay. Well, she is going to. What color is it outside? Like, what color is the
It
sky?
seems like
Is
to
it,
be
you said
like
bright, right? Like the light is coming in, but like, is it darker?
a little bit past sunrise, so like maybe 6-7 o'clock.
Okay. Well, then she's going to get up very quietly and quietly get prepared, bring her little black backpack, her magical bag with her. And she'll head outside to go peek around.
Okay, as you head outside, you hear life. Birds are making their morning dews, their songs, filling the air. Woodland creatures are kind of like scurrying about. As you see the place now in the daytime, the area that Sin picked kind of is almost camouflage. It's almost like a stony collapse in an old structure or some part of Diremore that doesn't seem to be getting like a lot of foot traffic. And you can kind of like see out into the city that there are different houses that have like chimney stacks with like residuals of smoke coming out of it, almost like they had like fire going that night. But where y'all are at, unless somebody just like came across it, they're not gonna want to look here normally.
Okay, is there a big tree nearby?
Make a perception or nature check.
Ooh.
She's about to roll that one and be like,
No, thank goodness, not this time. Okay. I mean, she rolled a 7, so not too far off.
there is a large tree, with like a nestling of like smaller trees. Maybe 500 feet away from where y'all are at, but moving
Okay,
away from the city, not towards.
Perfect. She's going to walk over to the tree area.
Okay, you arrive.
Okay, she is going to sit down. Well, first she's going to take out a blankie and she's going to put it down, and then she's going to sit in the middle of it and put crystals around herself and pull out her journal, and she's going to start journaling, and then after a little bit she's going to reread what she wrote and then close it, and then actually she's not going to close it. She's going to leave it open and put it in front of her, and then she's going to sit in a meditative stance, and she is going to see about meditating with the intention of getting clear on how to harness her own power.
Okay. As you set everything up almost ritualistically, you get all the incense going, all the sage like smoke cleansing. The area seems to be good to go. You nestle down and kind of like focus into yourself for a moment, breathing in and out and being conscious of the peak inward and most exhaling of your breaths. And as you do that for a while, you feel calm and very present in the moment. And your mind kind of like envelopes outward, and the sounds from like the trees, the birds, everything kind of like feels alive. And you wait there for a moment. And for maybe the first time since this has happened, you're collectively within your own strength that's not like tied to pact magic or something else given to you.
Okay, cool. Does it feel like she can do anything in the physical realm with this strength, or maybe connect with the other side? Or
Okay.
maybe she just tries to.
Roll me a medium check.
Okay, come on, baby. You can do it. Nat 20. Oh,
That's good.
oh, hold on. No, it still is. It still is. Look at my baby. These are so cool, by the way. Thank you. I love these. So that's like a 28. Let me see. Yes, 28, but not 20.
With a nat 20, 28, you feel yourself kind of like blend into that realm,
Mm-hmm.
and someone, as you're sat there on the opposite side of the tree, the backside, you hear a voice speak to you. Are you alone?
As I've ever been.
Oh, buddy.
Tell me, what do they call you?
You got the creepy voice. Oh no, not the creepy voice. You know, as
I'm sorry.
recently I had a situation. You're sorry, what?
Forgive me. My name is Kel. It is
Kale?
usually improper to ask of a name before giving thine own.
This actually is very true. Thank you. How do you spell that, Kale?
With a K, and a A, and a E, and a L.
Ah, that's nice.
Like a kale
Uh,
salad.
like a kale salad, but better. Mine is Vestara.
Pleasure to meet you, Vestara. What brings you out
S-
here this morning?
Uh, well, where is here exactly? Because I can sense you and I can hear you. Can she see?
As you
Well,
look
no, because it's
around,
behind the tree. Yeah,
he walks out from behind this like metaphorical tree within this space because it's no longer in
the physical
the
world.
physical world. But you see this dark furred fox like man look at you. I am here currently, but perhaps this is forward of me. I was wondering if you enjoy banquets.
Okay, you know what? I really want to go down this line of inquiry a little bit further, but I'm just a little bit worried because, recently I met somebody who, by all of my experiences in the world, should have been really nice and she was pretty awful. So, could you please tell me a little bit about yourself and then I'll tell you this answer? I just need to know who I'm talking to before I give away too much information.
Yes, certainly, Vestar. My name is Kel Ritushiro. I am a guard to the general. You don't like banquets?
Uh, Guard to the general. Well,
Yes.
that sounds like a very interesting position. I do happen to love me a good banquet. I am just very curious. How did we happen to meet here right now?
I just happen to be at this tree, and you happen to be at this tree. Some might
Hmm.
say coincidence, others say by chance. I consider it fate.
Well, I guess I said at this point, maybe, maybe I'm not sure what to call it, but I, uh, I do like a banquet. Uh, so you're a guard to the general.
Yes. Very
Uh,
capable guard.
oh, well, I never doubted that. Okay, question. Does Vestara remember Does Vestara think of the general as somebody that's the general that she is supposed to?
Like,
Oh, never mind. Okay, cool. Controls people through fear. She remembers because she found it in her notebook. No. Um,
daddy little
oh,
freak. I can't.
mhm. Well, well, that's interesting. I'm, in the process of
Would you
becoming
like
a
to
little bit.
accompany me?
Oh, oh my word. Um, so she's giggling and stuff because she is a performer. On the inside, she's like, um, this is the end we need. Um, oh, well, you know what? I would absolutely love to go to a banquet with you. I mean, you being so strong and capable, but I don't know that I have anything to wear. Plus, when is this banquet? Because
It's in a
I
week's
might be able to
time,
figure.
and
Oh,
I
oh,
believe we will be able to arrange clothing that is suitable, should it be within your approved means.
oh my, approve me. Oh my goodness. Well, Mama said never turn down a good party. I just have to ask, like, why little old me?
I've never seen such a beautiful creature this early in the morning.
Oh, well, Mama did say that the early bird catches the worm, so maybe it is fate. I would, Kale, I would be honored to go with you.
Would it be fine if I left you a way to contact me?
Oh, absolutely.
And he like reaches on one of his like side pouches and hands you like a very small kind of like ornately wrapped scroll that has like a red ribbon kind of tied around it, and there's like gold inlays around the chunks of the scroll to where you pull out, um, and he hands this over to you. Yes, just open the scroll and I will be able to find you no matter where you are.
Oh, so is this like something I could talk into and you could hear me? Or is it just I have to open it and it's like a homing device or something where you can find me only?
Um, it only activates when you open it, but I will be able to sense that location.
Okay.
Should you be in danger, I would also suggest you open it, and I will come to assist.
Oh my. Well, Kale, I don't know what to say. Thank you. She's gonna take it and she's gonna, hold it with, both hands and in, a little bit of reverence. And uh, so when should I, make plans to see you for this outfitting option?
Well, I do not wish to take up much of your time, but whenever you are available, and it would be most agreeable, um, then
Okay. Well, then I shall get back to my training so that I can arrive with as much fortitude as a delicate flower on a beautiful sunny day.
yes, I look forward to it.
As do I.
And he kind of like bows gently. Have a
She's
good
gonna give
day, Vestara.
and she's gonna give a curtsy as she says, and the same to you, Kale.
And you watch him like walk away, and he's wearing this like very elegant mail wrapped kimono, and there's a sheath katana blade at his side, and he just like slowly walks away back into the city, and you like watch him for a bit before he passes down like a street that cuts his vision off because of the buildings.
Okay. She is going to return to her seated position, and
The moment you do that, you hear a voice. Well, that was quite interesting. You know, I've never in my entire existence agreed to something so willingly.
well,
But I've known you for only 2 days, and you've done it twice now.
what? When was this? Because I didn't agree to anything with you.
You sure about that? I believe we do have a pact, my dear.
Oh, well, you know what? That was the life or death situation, and this happened. You know what? You are not going to get me talking about nothing that I should not be talking about out here right now. Okay?
I'm just wondering if you had time to think. Only you can hear me talk, which makes you sound crazy, so maybe keep your voice down. But
What if I just don't say nothing at all?
you could talk to me in your mind if you like.
Get out of there!
Okay. Have you thought about it? Would you like a little bit of power from the doctor? You have thought about it. Let me
No, I haven't. Stop
phrase
it.
it in a way that's exciting, explosive, dynamic. You are her, the one who everyone looks at. You have the power, obviously the beauty, and there's a level of secrecy. A hint.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to say. How about this? Why don't you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
You see, poor little me, I'm just a patron. I offer power to you so that you can become more powerful. However, if left to my own devices, I'd be just a me little boy. A shell of myself, if you will. Forgotten forever, and that's just terrible. You don't want to forget about the doctor.
So you need to be people's patrons in order to exist?
You could think of it that way. But our relationship would be something more. We'd be like two peas in the same pod.
So then, are you already someone else's patron?
Unfortunately, no. They've perished.
Why? How?
Where did you find me? That's how.
Okay, so are you always going to be kind of snippy at me?
No, if we're patron buddies, then I'm your best friend.
Oh, that doesn't sound real realistic. Yeah, if you're
But
gonna
it
not
would
be nice.
true. I would do anything to protect you.
And what would I have to do in return?
You just have to say yes.
Oh no, that's how they get you.
What
Just
do
have
you
to say
mean?
yes.
How
Yes,
many
have to say
pacts
yes to
have
what?
you made to where you're this jaded towards free power? I'm just
'Cause
trying to
power ain't
exist out
never
in
free.
these streets. If
Oh,
you
okay.
had to exist by offering your skills to other people and no one wanted to take it,
Well, can I ask you a question then?
of course.
Then what is it that you would be doing with your ability to exist?
Generally, I'm. What's the word? Used. They never respect the power. They get the power, they forget that it came from the doctor, and then it's all just, well, what can you provide for me, doctor? We have a patronism, doctor. I'm in danger, doctor. But but I feel like you would be nice. Our relationship would be much more commendable. Think of it this way. Those sorts, and I mean your friends, are perfectly willing for this defenseless young damsel to go off and probably get herself killed, 'cause she doesn't have any way to defend herself. However, the doctor will take care of you because taking care of you is taking care of me.
Or maybe my little friends believe in me. Could that be it? See, look, always coming in here and trying to tell me that I'm nothing without him, and I can't even believe that you. Oh no! You know what? I think this conversation is done. I'm gonna need you to go night night.
Wait. I only have a few more days before I actually go away for permanent, and then if you try and talk to me, I'll just be a regular doll.
How long is a few more days? Like till past the banquet, at least.
No, like 2 more.
That's
You don't
two.
want me
That's
to
a couple.
die.
That's not a few. How about this? Why don't you put in writing what our deal would be? What exactly you would want in return for your power? I get you say existence, but there's always a catch. There's always an errand or a thing or a side quest, if you will.
For me? That seems like
Yeah,
too much upkeep. I'm a simple old patron. One of the old ones.
Oh, well, one of the old ones. Well, then that means that you haven't been trained in nowadays of consent. So why don't you go ahead and take a moment and try and figure out what it is that you're actually going to be asking me for and what it is that you're actually going to be supplying me with. And then I might take a look at it.
Will you take a look at it before 2 days from now?
Yeah, sure. How about in a day and a half?
That's really cutting it close. What if I have like a lot of syntax errors?
Oh, no. Okay, well, then you better. Can you communicate with anyone else right now?
No, you're the only one that has the doll.
So tell me this. You're cursed, right?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, so if I were somehow to be able to get that curse removed, then.
You'd free me?
Oh, is that what happens?
Why did you say it like that?
I mean, I didn't mean to say it anyway, other than like, I'm sorry. Apparently, I just. Anyway, so getting the curse removed would free you, which would mean then you would no longer be willing to be my patron.
That's not what I said.
I'm
I
asking.
said I'd be protecting you. If you can free me, then I could just protect you for free.
Oh, when you say for free, you mean in repayment for the fact that I freed you.
Yeah, it'd be like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Well,
You
that
really
there
think you
sound.
can remove this curse?
I don't know. I'm working on it. So how about this? If you can write me up a little contract so I can see all of the stipulations of either you being my patron or me freeing you. And in one day, I will take a look at them. And before 2 days is up, I will give you your answer.
Okay. I could do that.
Well, all right then. Go on about your business then.
And you watch as this doll just like stiffens and then like falls back.
Okay. And then she's going to take the doll and put it in the little black backpack and start cleaning up all of her stuff and fold up her, or shake her blankie off, fold it up, and and she's going to go on a walk towards the town.
Okay. As you stroll into the town, roll a perception check.
Oh boy. That's a nat 20. Nat 20, baby. And nat 20 plus perception is only 2, I think.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, perception is, yeah, so it's a 22. But natty.
As you roll a nat 20 on your perception check, you hear screaming, yelling, crying, some type of uproar. You carefully cling to like a building and peek around, and you see a mob of people kind of gathered, and a platform that goes up a few flights of stairs, and there are 3 individuals with well-strung nooses around their necks.
Oh boy, do I recognize any of them?
You see a tiefling, a hobgoblin, and all the way down you see a goblin, much longer string.
Okay, so tiefling, goblin,
I know I shouldn't be laughing, but like the goblin, it's like
and what was the other? What was the second one?
Hobgoblin.
Oh, okay. So she doesn't recognize them.
No, they seem to be just common folk from Diremore. And
Okay.
then this creature-esque thing kind of like comes out from a nearby alleyway, and it takes you a moment, but you recognize that it's a woman, and she kind of has like a cloaked mask around her face, but there's like a abomination epitome of appendages and straps and belts and other things coming off as attachment pieces for where limbs should be.
She's just gonna pew and kind of like sneak to the back of the crowd and like over to the side.
Oh, you're
where she's
going
kinda...
in there. Roll me a stealth check.
Oh, wait. When there's a crowd, right?
Yeah, there's like a crowd, and she's coming from the opposite side of the crowd. So,
Oh boy. Okay, so oh phew. That's a 19 plus. You said stealth?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a 22 total.
With the 22, you're able to kind of like slink in there before anyone draws any type of attention, and you hear a bunch of people. They tried to leave Diremore. And then another person's like, those idiots! They're gonna get themselves killed!
So she's gonna like try and cozy up to these people who are talking and then just be like, hi. So are you saying that people can't leave Diremore?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion 18.
They look at you for a bit. You must be new here. Yes, you can't leave Diremore. We're under lockdown. And the General's Guard said if anybody's caught leaving Diremore, they're getting a hanging.
Oh. So why the lockdown?
They want to keep us here. keep us common folk here. For when that banquet happens, obviously none of us are gonna be able to attend it.
Oh. So they want everybody to be here, but we can't go to the banquet.
Yeah. Kinda sucks. We're running out of food, too. We haven't had a shipment in weeks.
Well, that doesn't seem right. I'm sorry.
One of the women, like, looks at you. Honey, did you hit your head?
Is it obvious? Why would you ask that?
Well, you make it seem like you didn't hear the announcements the other day.
I might have been taking a nap.
The announcements in our minds?
Those announcements. I did hit my head pretty hard. That was earlier, though. Today. I'm sorry.
The poor dear. If you leave Diamore, you die.
So, how often are we getting these announcements? Because just checking in to make sure my tune is working.
Usually at noon.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, boy. I am so tired. I think I gotta go.
And as you say that, they kind of like draw their attention back towards the crowd.
Okay, and she's gonna like back up and get like farther away from them. And maybe get to a place where she can see, but she is close enough to the perimeter of the whole scene that she can run away if need be.
Okay, roll me
And by if need be, that means
Arcana check. Need be as in get the fuck out if things look shoddy.
yeah. Yeah. She can still run. Oh. So you said Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 4.
Okay, with a 4, as you're looking back, you watch as that like simic hybrid being that just arrived looks at the 3, and there's like a muffled whisper of something, but you sense a level of arcane, you just can't pinpoint what.
Okay.
And each of their eyes glosses over with like this pinkish hued arcane energy, and you watch them all walk forward off the stage before dying.
So she's gonna get up out of there.
So you like go back and you're weaving through alleys to try and like make sure no one's following you. You looking back.
All of that good stuff.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Oh my god, I am
Stop
not
it!
joking.
Stop it!
I'm not joking. Another effing nat 20. 22, baby. Holy crud.
You're like frantically, trying to get the fuck out of there, and you bump into someone, and as you look, it's Sin.
Okay. Oh my god. Sin, what are you doing right now?
Me? What are you doing? You're supposed to be in there with the others. You aren't here. I live here. That's different.
Okay. Well, fine.
Did you
I
not
gotta
know
tell
they
you
were
s-
killing people on the square?
Well, now I do.
You were
Well,
all
don't.
asleep when I left.
Well, I know. So I. So,
Come on.
I
We'll
got
talk
so
about
much
this in
stuff.
private. And
Okay,
he's kind of like
fine.
waving you on to follow him towards where the others are.
She's like running along.
Y'all make it back into the room. Around this time, Shade and Maul are rousing to awaken.
Oh my God. Okay, y'all. You will not believe I have had some warning already. I don't even know. Okay, so first off, I went into the other realm on my own without anybody's help. Oh my God, thank you guys for believing in me. I wouldn't even have tried had you not. I don't even know what I was thinking, but I just went over there by that tree over yonder and I sat down and I was meditating and then I was able to go in.
Wait, hold on. I'm not catching. I'm still waking. I'm sorry. Okay, a little bit slower. Still waking up. Breathe. In, out.
I'm just kind of shaking my head at her explanation because I don't know what she's talking about while I'm opening up the bag that I was carrying when she bumped into me.
Okay.
Okay, so I went into the other realm by myself and then a man, well, he's like a dark furred fox man wearing a kimono with a katana named Kale Ritushiro. He,
Wait. What did you say?
I just said I got invited to a banquet that
No,
is
no,
going to
no.
happen.
Back up. What did you say his name was?
Hell.
Kale
I'll
Oh,
put in.
no.
Ritushiro.
Oh.
That's one of the what? Oh,
Yoshiro.
no.
Was he a
Well, I didn't.
kitsune?
Yep. Mm-hmm. But you said he was a
Yes.
fox.
He was a
He's
foxy
one of the
looking
four.
brown furred man.
Okay. Okay, describe him real quick, and I'm gonna like, if you describe him, I'll turn into him like this.
Yes.
As you turn, I look. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that is him.
No,
But
I
he
mean,
invited.
he's one of the bad ones.
Okay, well, let me finish my story.
Wait, did
so
you
we
tell
can.
him about us being in town?
I didn't tell him nothing about nothing.
He don't know shit about shit.
I did, you guys. I just, you know what? You should be very proud of me because when he was asking me about myself, I told him he needed to tell me who he was because I wasn't just going to trust nobody with all my information. And he told me that he was Kale. And then he asked me if I wanted to go to the banquet. And I said, well, I don't know what I'll wear. And then he was like, well, I can get you something to wear. And I was like, okay, well, how do I do that? And then he gave me this scroll so that I could talk to him whenever I want to. But I made sure that it wasn't one of those scrolls that picks up all the noise that you pick up, from just having it around. And instead, it's one of those things that I have to open. And once I open it, then he'll be able to find me and come to me. But did you guys hear what I said? I got invited to the banquet.
That's very good. Very good.
It's also
Excellent.
kind of terrifying because I don't know. I know that I can go, but I mean, I figured it would be a way in for us at bare minimum.
And you see me just like saying and pointing at the scroll. And do I have a way? Hold on.
Well, do you want me to? I could identify it if you want.
Just don't open it.
I won't. Just let me. Give it. Oh, like it's just yawning constantly.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh
have a way
no,
to
it's a
communicate.
contagious.
Yeah, just hand it over.
And she gets out the scroll. Says, "Okay, well, don't touch it or nothing.
Don't
Can
say
you
my
do
name
it?
in front of that scroll again.
I won't. I didn't say anybody's name.
He
I
did.
did not.
He did.
Oh. Okay, so she's holding the scroll out.
I'm gonna ritual cast the identify spell and just like the way that looks is I'm going to put my hand over it, and like I'm going to snap my finger like in a rhythmic like feel, and like that pearlescent color comes back, and like I'm gonna do this for like a minute and just like humming
And
and identify on the scroll.
okay. And while he's doing the identify, she's gonna go on with the story and say, and then I went over to the town square. They are killing people for leaving Diamore. And you want to know what else I found out? Everybody gets an announcement at noon every day. Well, at least at noon every day, but they're telling people information psychically, telepathically.
Hmm.
I can't talk. I'm doing this.
Okay,
I'm not going to talk until I know if that scroll is listening.
okay.
Okay. A minute.
As that happens, Shade, you get a ping. This scroll is very well kept. There are inlays of inscriptions. If it falls in the wrong hands, there's even detonation capabilities to it. From what you can tell, the scroll must be freely given to an individual with an intended purpose. If that purpose is not known when it is used, the scroll will detonate.
Oh God. Okay.
There's also tracking capabilities once the scroll is active. But by what Vestara has said, as long as she uses the scroll in the intent that it was given to her, there shouldn't be a problem.
So, and there's no like two E's malls
There's no
like listening, like it's
scrying
not
or
bugged
anything
or
like
anything.
yeah.
Okay. So, big yawn.
No.
There's there's no scry, no nothing like that. You're fine. I can't detect anything like that. But there is tracking on it unless once she opens it. And sorry, if you don't use this in the proper way that he told you to, this has a possibility of detonating. Blowing up. Boom.
Yeah, thank you for that. I was
Oh,
absolutely
wow.
sure of what you meant.
You know what we could do?
Why'd you plant that seed?
You know what we could do? We could use that as a trap. Because we could leave it for a bad person to pick up. And when they opened it, not knowing what it's for, it'll explode.
But then how would I get to go get my new dress and then go to the banquet?
Well, Sin was going to get us into the banquet.
Around
Not in
this
not in a
time,
new dress.
y'all realize there's a party member missing still.
Yeah.
Where's Sin? Wait. Who's missing?
Asmodal has not come back yet.
That's my though. I can try to reach
Oh.
out to him if you want.
He left
He-
about the
did-
same time I did last night.
Where did he say where he was going?
No, we did not talk. I was hiding something.
And I wasn't even paying attention.
You were already asleep.
I can reach out to him if you want. It's gonna cost me a spell, but
Oh, well, no. Don't waste a spell. We may need it later today.
I could
Hopefully he'll come back.
go with Sin, disguise myself as someone, like nonchalantly, just try to find him.
No, let's just wait. He knows where we're at. What's the plan for today? We need to start figuring out a way.
Well-
Number one, to get to the banquet. Number two, or simultaneously to number one. So maybe 1A is to we got to figure out how we're going to take down these leaders.
Yeah, we have a week
Wait.
and we need to find these people and eliminate them one by one.
Okay, yes, and also time out. Is there anyone or any way that y'all could help me get the curse off of my cursed item? Now, I'm asking this because little homie says that he would give me a favor should the curse be removed.
Wait, what do you mean, little homie? Who's your little homie?
Okay, don't ask too many questions because I don't know how comfortable I am answering them at this moment in time. But if I can get the curse removed, then maybe I think that I could get him to agree to have my back during the banquet times, which would give me some power, but then it wouldn't have to be like an indefinite forever patronism.
So like a temporary patron.
Yeah.
Do you think your regular patron is going to be pissed when he finds out you cheated on him?
Well, I'm currently between patrons.
You're registered with both of them.
Oh, what do you mean? You don't have a patron?
I don't know what happened to my dear Dulgar, but he's no longer with me.
I'm sorry.
Knowing what the fun. He probably isn't a god anymore, Star. Just like all the other gods.
Get this
Sorry,
man
it's-
some coffee! Get him some tact! He just dropping bombs on Vistara!
Well,
You know,
maybe
I'm just gonna
it
ignore that shade.
maybe the towers are disrupting your connection.
That's a good point. I mean, that's a possibility. I hadn't really thought about that because I didn't really know about the towers at first, but I wonder. Well, then temporary patronism would probably be the way to go.
Maybe.
So, and this is from the doll that
Yeah,
you got
that.
in that hellscape place.
Mm-hmm.
You trust him?
Not even as far as I can throw him, but he's gonna write up a contract.
Ooh. You might want to get.
Maybe I write up the contract here and put in just that if I get his curse removed. But how are we gonna get the curse removed? Because then if I can get the curse removed, then he can be in existence without needing someone to have him as a patron.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh, go on ahead. Your face is saying it already.
The whole time that she's talking about hellscapes and all these cursed objects, Sin's just been setting food out on this like little makeshift table. And he keeps looking up kind of weird, like they keep mentioning removing curses and hellscapes, and he just keeps placing stuff on the table while he's listening to the conversation.
Listen, I don't.
This is Center like Callan.
Oh no, it's just sitting.
It's just sitting.
Okay.
He's just setting out food.
I wonder if he's like a devil or something. They're really tricky with their contracts.
Well, what if I write it up?
You're not the pig.
So do you? I thought your power came from your genetic line.
Well, maybe because I was able to go into the in-between today.
Oh, so you can still do that.
Yeah, but I wasn't able to do it before. And I didn't use the little homie's help either.
So in the in between, when did you do that?
Well, I woke up this morning and y'all was sleeping, so I packed my bag real quiet like, and I went outside and I put my blanket down and I sat down and I put up my little crystals and I did some journaling because it helps me clear my mind. And then I sat there for a moment in meditation and then I went into the in between.
Okay.
Okay. So let me get this right.
Well,
Sorry.
hold on. Let me
Go on.
just say this. In the future, I'm not telling you you're not a big girl, but in the future, if you're gonna go out on your own, you should let one of us know so we can watch your back. If you're gonna be like somewhere else and not being able to watch your own back,
All right.
I just don't want somebody to
It
sneak up
makes
on you.
sense.
You know.
I just, it was the wilderness. I did not expect to see Kale there.
Yeah, that's a thing. All right. Well, now we got that cleared up. All right, go ahead, Shade. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, you gotta let us know just ahead of time because it's an environment that we don't really know, and because we don't really know, you already met one of the enemies. They know how you look now, and I understand that you've been invited to the banquet and everything, but also at the same time, it could also affect it majorly. You got invited, sure, but could be a trap.
I
Vestar,
mean, yeah.
in your head, you hear, I told you they don't trust you.
And what did you get any vibes off this guy, this Kale? Like what he might be really good at, and it was in a way of fighting or casting spells.
Did she definitely got, I mean, like based off of my current opinion, she got the feel that he has like a strength about him and um high constitution, but DM, what did she glean from the interaction?
He has like a subtle strength to himself. Well kept, but it's kind of like somebody that's very strong but doesn't boast about the fact that they're strong. And the way that
Hmm.
he carried himself and also like exited away from you, um, you can tell he's very aware of his surroundings.
Was
Okay.
he carrying like any ranged weapons or any
Huh.
melee weapons or a staff or
Well,
a wand or anything?
I would tell you that just based off of my interaction with him, although it was brief, he's definitely got big dick energy. Like he
BD,
doesn't seem,
BDE.
yeah, he most definitely can handle himself in a tussle. And I mean that every way possible. But I'm telling you, he was confident. He was aware of everything. I bet you if like a pin dropped behind him, he would have, from 500 yards away, he would have heard it. He was wearing a kimono and he had a katana. And he,
He had a
I
katana.
need,
Okay.
yeah. So did she get a feel of like his strength was like more physical versus magical?
So magical was
Did she get the feel that it was more magical than
No, no,
physical?
more physical.
No, she
Sorry.
didn't.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's he's very uh he's got some strength to him in a way that makes me feel like he's more of a fighter of sorts than he is into maybe magic.
Okay.
But to answer your question about the lineage of magic in my life, I have been told that yes, we come from a line of magic, but I never knew anything. Uh, I didn't even know I had a patron for a long time.
You didn't know about your patron before, so you just had a contract with him way before.
Well, I mean, it happened while I was a child. I don't even remember him.
I hate that I have to continue to this. Can I? Miss Starry, can I go into your memories by chance?
No.
Maybe you might know.
Maybe I might know what if I have a history of magic in my family.
Or deeper than you think, rather than just being uh, gaining access to these magical abilities via a patron.
Well, you know what? I mean, I feel like that might be like the equivalent of you seeing my dirty underwear right now, and I'm just not comfortable with that. How about we have some breakfast, seeing I did not overlook the beautiful place setting that you're making. Thank you. And maybe we talk about this another
Also,
time.
y'all need to hurry up and eat.
Oh,
More
okay.
die stacks. Oh my god.
I found out information while y'all were sleeping.
Okay.
One of the
Oh,
shipments of the
also,
artifacts comes in 30 minutes.
Oh shit. Okay.
oh boy. Okay, also that did she realize that the woman that made the three people walk off of the thing
Oh,
and hang themselves, did she realize that was a Simic hybrid?
it had Simic hybrid energy.
Okay. You want to know what? Speaking of energy, I saw the Simic hybrid at the hanging, and it's what made the three people that were getting hanged for trying to leave Diremore die. And she's going to sit down. Thank you so much, Sin, and start eating breakfast.
Yeah, eat breakfast.
She's going to reach into her bag and she's going to get a little like satchel of a red powder out, and she's going to sprinkle some on her food.
Well,
Anybody like spicy?
you know what? I'll take some, and thank you, not just for the spice, but it. I mean, the information you found out this morning is certainly beneficial, and it'll probably help us out. I just, you just need to be careful in the future. That's all.
Yeah, you're right. I do happen to throw caution to the wind sometimes, like joining up with a group of people I don't even know to go on an adventure I don't even need to be on.
Yeah, that's I you make a good point, but we
No,
turned out to be pretty good people.
I know. I tend to be lucky, actually. Good luck.
I think that's probably true. But
Mm.
thank you for the spice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, apparently, I'm going to be stuffing my face and eating it down really quick. And apparently, we need to get moving. What did you say? There's a shipment of something coming in, Sin?
One of the artifacts arrives today.
Do you know what it is?
I wasn't given full details, but I know when it's coming in and where it's going.
How's it arriving?
We have to make it to the cathedral before 9 o'clock.
And what time is it now?
We got about 30 minutes.
Okay.
How do we get there? Is there like a path we can take that we won't be seen?
I can take you secret ways. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, we could even go through the sewer if you want to, but then I would not recommend it. It stinks down there.
Is it the safest way?
I mean, you would only be seen by the people that are trying to hide from the soldiers.
Oh, there's a bunch of people hiding in the sewers?
Well, as I said, we have a resistance, and some of them are keeping the people that aren't wanting to be involved in this in a more secure location, even though it doesn't smell so good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Mr. What did you say about people hearing announcements in their head at noon every day?
Yeah. I was overhearing some of the townsfolks talking about the announcements that come in their head every day at noon while I was down in the square.
Okay.
Very stealthily watching the whole situation with those 3 people that was trying to leave Diremore.
Okay. All right. Well, we don't know how they got caught, but we have to be careful.
So, question. I do have like a couple of things in my bag that I'd like to change into, but Sin, do you know if there's a place where I could get a disguise kit on the road?
There might be some in
Okay.
one of the shops, but the guards have picked a lot of stuff clean.
Hold on, Star, here. I'm gonna like
And
open my pack.
we're not getting shipments in very often.
And I'm gonna dig around and I'm gonna give you a disguise kit. And here's some clothing. I don't really need it here.
What's the clothes look like?
It looks like somebody that would be, no pun intended, in a shady type of occupation. Somebody that's trying not to get seen or anything like that. So,
Are you trying
like,
to
just
make her
lots
look
of
like a vagabond?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, she's gonna like hold it up and like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you, really. No, thank you, really. Bless
You
your
can touch
sweet
it up.
little heart. Okay, thank you. And she's going to get in the disguise kit. She's gonna brush her teeth and get herself like made up as quickly as possible so that she looks different than what she looked like when she met Kale. Different hair, color, and everything. Just gonna smooth over her skin and make it one color instead of freckled or flecked. And then she's gonna change into these scrubby looking clothes.
Okay. As y'all do that, that's where we're going to take a quick break. We will be back shortly for the next part.
See you in a bit.
Well,
Welcome back, everybody. You all finish your food, get dressed, you're ready. You have maybe like 5 minutes to get there. What y'all want to do?
Let's go.
so as soon as we step outside, Sin looks at Vistara. Oh, by the way, I can remove the curse on your object, but we don't have time. And he takes off
Well,
towards the cathedral and trying to weave through the alleyways to keep them secret.
Roll stealth checks.
Okay. Yeah, I'm running around behind
I
him.
believe you. Jump in the line. Rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Shake, 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 senora.
Dirty 20.
16.
16. Yeah.
We're twinsies.
Let's go.
23.
Wait a minute. You owe me a Coke. I don't like Coke. Never mind.
Neither do I.
As y'all are going behind Sin in kind of his rhythmic pattern, you cross into like an alleyway of like the magic district in the way towards the cathedral, and the moment that you come into this alley, roll perception checks.
I can't do a passive.
Shake, 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 senora. Shake your body right.
21 with advantage.
11.
22 without advantage.
27.
Oh no!
27. Perception,
Well, I
right?
mean,
Yeah, 27.
You see a cloaked, like a red cloaked individual, tall and impeding with like elvish ears, and with him he has two young looking elvish women, one with stark white hair, pale skin, and wearing kind of like black attire, and another with purple hair, wearing similarly purple greenish hued attire. And both of the young women have like arcane shackles around their wrists, and he's kind of like tugging them into the cathedral. From where y'all are at, it is about measurements.
Say the package that we need to intercept.
sounds about right.
DM, was I informed it was going to be live?
No.
Okay. I don't know, but I don't think that they're supposed to be here. Have I ever seen the cloaked individual in town before? Not like spoke to him, but have I ever seen him in passing?
What did you roll on perception?
I got a 21.
With a 21, he appears to be the Malmera.
Okay.
Oh,
So
and I
as
rolled a
he's-
22.
Yeah, so as he goes to like pull them in, Sin just puts his arm out and stops. looks back at Maul. The one I told you about. Like you, him.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to save them.
Okay.
They're maybe
We're-
300 feet away. They're pretty far.
Where, 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 where does that go? Where's the
It goes
They're
to the
heading straight to
cathedral.
the cathedral.
Yeah,
What's in the cathedral?
that's a great question.
Do I know anything out of the ordinary that's not in a typical cathedral from what we have here?
Nothing that stands out.
Okay. Just normal cathedral, as far as I know.
What
I haven't seen them do any alterations to it.
do you know? Why would he be taking them in there?
Maybe it's their meeting place to store the artifacts prior to taking them to the banquet.
And
There still is a couple shipments to go before the banquet that will arrive at some point this week also.
do you think those girls are the artifact?
Well, they're in shackles and he's dressed them the same, but the Malmera usually does not leave town. So,
Roll religion checks.
Okay. How good am my religion? Not good
alright.
compared to everything else. Okay, that's an 18.
9.
I got a 21. I
Mm,
got a +6 in religion.
Got a +2.
2 for me.
With a 21, Sin, you would get a bit of and it makes sense why it's you, but you would get a bit of divine energy coming off of the two young elvish women.
So as Maul's asking if they're the artifact, I'm kind of staring at them, and I kind of get lost in a little bit of like almost like I'm lost in my own head for a moment. You sense that, right? And I feel the push of the thoughts coming back. So they're sort of like me in regards to a holier presence. I can feel it from them.
And
Okay.
Sin, in that same moment, you get a surge of purple fire that quickly diminishes into a field of death
Oh my god.
before it wears off. And it pings from both of the girls, respectively.
So I see this as a flash in my head,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of what I remember when I was still alive the first time.
No, the purple fire definitely gives off Ysilde energy, and then the death gives off Sin energy. But the goddess Sin, not you. Sin.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
Unless. No, I'm joking.
So I kind of sense that I can feel kind of the presence of those two gods in a form coming from them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I turn and look at the rest of the group. Sin, not me, Sin, God Sin.
Yep. Death.
And Isilde, I can sense them from the girls.
Wait. They wouldn't be them, would they?
I've never met them. Have you met them?
Not in their. Not in their mortal form, probably. So yeah, but it's more than like. Wait,
I've met Isilde several times, many times.
And what color
Does
is
the
Isilde?
Silde look like that?
Purple hair?
You met Isilde in the Soul Ward.
Yeah, yeah. What is Isilde purple? Yes,
No,
purple
she's
hair.
not purple. She's a fiery phoenix.
Okay, yes, but gods are well, gods are mortals.
Which one
Not
did I get a
her.
Silde off of? The
No,
left or the
Isilde
right
and
one?
Sin have not
The purple
been
one,
We
found.
don't know that
purple
yet.
haired
So there's a
elvish
possibility.
girl,
Okay.
so like the one on the
Okay.
left.
So
All
as
right.
they're kind of like arguing, I'm like, that one, Silde, that one,
Okay, well, you
Sin,
have to.
that one.
How it? You said it's 300 feet away. What's like the terrain between there and? Is there a?
Y'all are kind of in an alley. There's a magic shop to your left, and then another kind of arcane shop to your right. But you're right before you come out of the magic district into the cathedral being across the street, essentially. If there was
So
a
we
street.
can basically get all the way next to it and just across the street and run inside.
If you want
Yeah.
to run into the cathedral that you just watched the Malmera take the two girls into, then yes.
Yeah, we can. Okay. Before we go, run over there. I'm gonna change forms into. I'm gonna turn back into the purple tiefling that I did before. Can never be too careful. Anyways,
Tieflings drawing attention.
um, they're more common than you think. Do you just want to rush in?
I mean, I'm here to guide you to where you need to go and assist as possible. This is your choice.
Well, Maul, I'm gonna leave this up to you, considering it's your god, or maybe a goddess.
Our whole point for coming was to intercept and save whatever artifact was
And
being.
we also must eliminate them.
So either way, we've got to. I think we have to take this opportunity. He's isolated.
So then we should strike.
Just
course.
be warned. As far as Malmera go, we're pretty capable,
Yes, I know. I've seen
but
you.
I'm not compared to them.
So you just a bit tougher. Okay. Well, we'll make it
Or a
work.
lot tougher with more skills.
We'll make it work. It's fine.
All right.
Does he need to come out now?
If you don't want to be seen, then yes, I would suggest. Of course.
I mean,
He means the wolf.
Yes, I know.
but whether I go in as this or as him, they're gonna know later, one way or the other.
That's true.
Well,
But if he
hopefully-
dies, then no one knows.
Oh, right. That's the point.
Exactly. But if there are people on the way over there, they will see you. So I would change
Oh,
now.
most of the people in town have seen me in both forms.
Okay. Then.
It's the bad people that haven't seen me in both forms.
Okay. So then we just make sure that he's eliminated.
And as they're coming up with the plan, Vestara, before you, this golden arcane contract appears.
What a time!
And as you read it, it reads, by no direct circumstance, Vestara and the Doctor will protect each other. Given this oath, Vestara will obtain power invested by the Doctor, enabling magic capabilities, arcane understanding, as well as spell performance. Given this contract will not be broken, the Doctor will do anything in his power to protect Vestara. However, should Vestara do anything that will require negative action to the doctor, this contract will become null and void. And then underneath that, do you accept these terms? And there's like a yes, and then no, and then as you read it, an arcane quill appears floating next to it.
It has not even been, she says in her head to him, it ain't even been a whole day. Put that away. I'm in the middle of something right now.
I just
And then
heard your buddy could totally remove my curse.
Yeah. And she's speaking to him in her head now. Yes. And I would like for that to be the case. So, but I don't think this contract will work.
Right now, you might need some power going into what you're about to go into.
She's gonna look over at. Can she catch any of their eyes?
They're kind of like
perception 24, so maybe.
They're kind of talking, and you see like Shade look out the corner of his eye at you. That's just like standing, and you see her like standing in a gape, but like you don't see the arcane contract in front of her.
Just however, give her like this, like what's going on? Look, but like still talking.
Oh my God. Okay, so it sounds like in order to get out of this contract, I got to do something bad to you. But how about this? And how about we make it? And she's talking in her head to him, so you all can't hear. Okay, how about you be my temporary patron, right? We sign this contract, but once I get the curse removed, then I have the option to not be under your patronism anymore. And
that's perfectly fine. But if you die, then there's no necessary definite yes I would get as far as the curse being removed.
Well, see, here's the thing. You want me to sign it right now, which I will do, so long as, I mean, you just give me as much power as you possibly can.
Temporary power.
I only want to be related to you as so much as I have to until I know more.
All right. And you see him like scribbled. Temporary power authority over this vessel. Once curse is removed, Vestara will have option 2 in contract in full. Yes
Open
or no?
Negotiation.
Have option to end. What do you mean by temporary power over this vessel? Because that sounds like no.
Temporary power? I'm giving you my power. Temporarily.
Well, how about this? It's only temporary if I choose not to go on with you.
That's what he said.
That's what your option is.
Okay, so she's just gonna like take a look around. You better make me some sort of magical, okay? I know I've got magic in me. I can do this. Okay, but you're right. We do need some help. Oh, and she holds it. And she goes, oh, she doesn't know if she wants to do it. Okay. But the rest of the contract still holds. Okay.
We're watching live, chat. How to make a pact with patron.
I think you have to. I mean,
she's wavering. She's not sure. But she also. Okay. Well, what kind of powers are you gonna give me?
Powerful powers. What do you mean? You think we're just gonna go out here and just shoot fireworks?
I mean, that could be a cool thing. Although I'm not sure I'm really that interested in fireworks. Fire. I don't know, mate. You know what? I like dealing psychic, just damage and whatnot. So, and she looks around and she kind of like puts her hand on her head, and then she just, all right, Here goes nothing.
Do I see her make the hand movement? I'm just like, what the fuck are you
Do
doing?
you sign by the yes? She does.
She does. She checks yes, and
As you do that, the contract vanishes in front of you, Vestara, and you feel a surge. Your heartbeat beats its next beat, and your whole surroundings kind of like pulse in and pulse out in a very reverberating tone. And you all watch as, from the ground up, this arcane sigil appears around Vestara, and as it works its way up her entire garb, you see before you someone powerful, someone complete, someone with a sea of power at her fingertips.
Okay. Okay.
And Vestar, you, not even in your intent to do so, just and everyone's mind around you opens up, and it's almost like thought threads that just kind of like seep and sing around you. You push that aside and look even further, and through the building you not only see the Malmera standing there in his like outlined visage, but you see the two elven women that are with him, but you also see the Simic hybrid and Kitsune Kale, and there's another individual there that you don't quite recognize. And they're kind of like discussing, and you just push a little bit closer, and you hear in a very like hushed tone, "She's going to be so pleased that we found these two. I believe we have Isilde and Sin."
Oh my god.
she's linking with the crew that she's with too, so that they can hear it now.
And
If they
you all
couldn't
get
already.
like pulled into Vestara's mindscape, and you hear what she hears as she's pinpointing into this conversation. "Not only will we get the artifacts, but we'll be able to offer these two as sacrifice. They were trying to escape."
As Mal hears that, he draws his sword and he starts walking.
Okay, and Vestara is going to look in her little backpack, find a mirror really quickly, and look at herself. Does she look like? And then she's going to change her appearance to be that kind of like androgynous character that she has played before, in more the same clothes, but just like better disguising herself.
Yes, and it almost comes like naturally, as just with a wave of your hand, you watch as the murk of your face just like wipes away, and before it is that androgynous character in full.
Thank you. And then she's going to be like, "Hey guys, hey, I've changed into this form, so still wearing the same clothes. Don't be surprised." And she's going to kind of like keep pace with Maul.
Looks like we're going in. Okay, Sin. Let's just go.
There's others in there.
Did they also hear the part that it is Sin and Isilde?
Yeah, and y'all would know that there's the Kitsune, the Simic hybrid, and the Malmera and some other person.
Oh, looks like
The unknown.
The hidden.
Hidden one.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, I am laser focused, walking with a purpose. I don't care if I'm walking down the middle of the fucking street. I'm gonna just throw the fucking door open.
And as y'all walk towards the cathedral and Maul arrives, rapier in hand, with Cinder at the tip, he thrusts open the doors, and y'all see them all kind of like look at y'all arriving.
And I rage.
And this sea of fire and flame lick and manifest around Maul's body as he assumes his rage. And that's where we're going to end it.
Cool. Cool.
That was not cool, Stacks. I had no choice. There was supposed to be like a little one-on-one, or us doing
Forced
4-on-1.
hands!
Where's Annie? Where is Annie?
What, y'all never went to stop to go look for him?
What do you
How
mean?
would we know where to look for him? We didn't have any time.
Oh no.
Okay, before
Annie,
we go.
you okay? Annie, are you okay?
Are you okay?
Okay, before we
You
end,
okay,
before we end, seeing the situation that's happening, can I use sending to contact Asmodeus?
He's
Asmodel.
not Asmodeus.
Asmodel.
Okay. What are you saying?
Shit seems to have hit the fan. Maul just saw Isilde and Sin in their mortal forms. We're at the cathedral. Could use help. Where the fuck are you? That's it.
It's like, could you use help? Exclamation mark. Space. Where the fuck are you? Question mark, question mark. Like, get your ass
Exclamation.
over here.
And with that, that's where we're going to end it.
Cool.
We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Oh.
I could have. I don't like ending in a.
Pre-battle? You would rather end in a battle, and then I'd be like, time to end. I know we just started.
This was supposed to take like 4 episodes.
Again.
Us taking them down one by one, not dying in the encounter
Well, maybe
against all of them.
if y'all are tactful, you won't have to kill them all. I mean, Vestar is not there, but she at least knows one of them.
Vestar is there.
Yeah, but she's not like, she doesn't look like Vestar.
And Shade doesn't look like Shade either.
I walked in and raged and was wrapped in flames.
Maybe you're just like,
You turn around, no one's there.
with the divine spirit.
You turn around, no one's there. It's just like, wait a minute, hold on.
But we'll find out in 2 weeks what y'all decide to do.
See what happens.
Being quite
Okay, bye-bye.
Laters.
Oh my god.